Good morning, Ignite Nation. This is Jay Cozy, and I am your host of Ignite the Flame podcast. Today, we have Vice Presidents of Hospitality from Ignite Nation and Jacqueline Hennessy and Kim Murphy. Jacqueline and Kim, welcome to Ignite the Flame podcast. How are you both today?
Thank you. I am doing great, and I'm so excited to be here with you all today.
Same, Jerald. I'm doing really great. Weather is beautiful in Houston and ready for this podcast.
So we're talking about regions. How about we start with you, Kim? What facilities are aligned to you under your responsibility, and what part of the country do you reside?
I do all of Texas, which includes El Paso, San Antonio, Fort Worth, Round Rock, Sugar Land, Webster, and Katy. And then I also have my Oklahoma buildings. So I think that, I don't have as many as Jacqueline, but I know that mine are spread out pretty far.
Yes, definitely a lot easier to get to than Kim. But yes, I have Illinois, Indiana, Missouri, and Kansas.
I had the pleasure of meeting Jacqueline at the Flame Day Awards I participated in at home office. And Kim Murphy and I have had the pleasure of working together for the past year. She's a recent graduate of the Lion and Training program. So, ladies, let's start with what's really exciting going on in your department. It sounds like Hospitality 2.0 is the new focus.
So Hospitality 2.0 isn't just a concept, it's the heartbeat of Ignite. It's what sets us apart from others. I mean, there's a lot of skilled nursing facilities that anyone can choose from, but it's one of those things that because we have a great foundation, we have great leaders, we have great people, and a bold vision combining great clinical outcomes with five-star hospitality service, it's what sets us apart from all others. And the point is that over the years, it's kind of gotten diluted a little bit, and it's time for both Jacqueline and I to kind of come forward and make it great again.
Hospitality 2.0 is a renewed commitment to the high standards that Ignite has already set. But I think it's just with a little fresh energy, sharper focus, and a return to our why. So I think it is helping us refocus on consistency and elevating the guest experience by getting back to the basics, how we greet someone, how we respond to concerns, and how we make people feel every step of the way. I think it's just a powerful way to reconnect with the heart of what we do and make sure every team member feels aligned and inspired and proud to deliver that promise.
Can you describe a moment in your career recently where you said, man, this makes me feel like my work matters?
I would say that during my first few weeks at Ignite, while I was training, I did have the opportunity to shadow several directors of hospitality and work side by side with them. I think it was very eye-opening to see firsthand just how much of an impact the director of hospitality role has, not only on the guest experience, but on the emotional well-being of their families. I think it was just really touching to see our team members create these incredible bonds with the guests and their families. And, witnessing these meaningful connections just reminded me exactly why we do what we do. I believe it's more than just a role. It's about the genuine care, the trust, and the human connection during some of life's most vulnerable moments.
Thank you. And Kim, how about you? What is your perspective?
I will say that, being in the role for 3 years in Webster, I got to see a lot of great accomplishments from our guests, coming in on a stretcher and leaving, walking out using a walker. And it's one of those things when you make such an impact on a guest's life that they decide they're very happy to be in your presence. They want to volunteer and come back each week to help with bingo or help with, whenever we have a little function or celebrating a holiday. And to see the guests want to come back and just kind of inspire and help others and tell their story, that just blew my mind. And I was so thankful to be able to be part of that.
So I'm not going to miss this opportunity to start with you, Jacqueline, and ask, What perspectives do you bring as a new leader to Ignite? And we are so happy to have you on board.
In my previous roles, I learned how to lead large teams and design guest focused experiences and really maintain consistency across every detail. So, what excites me the most about being here is the chance to blend traditional hospitality with the unique needs of healthcare guests. It's about more than just service. I think it's about empathy, understanding, and flexibility. And I'm committed to bringing, new energy and fresh ideas to how we can lead this experience, making sure both residents and our staff feel valued, supported, and inspired.
Well, Kim, I want to talk to you and your experience because you have been in this role. You have been chugging away. And I just want to get your perspective as someone who's been at Webster.
So I've been very fortunate to have a really amazing mentor, and Exley is not just a visionary, but she's very smart when it comes to managing a building. And she's not a micromanager. She's not someone that's going to hover over you, but she likes to reinforce all the positivity and all the things that you have to offer to the team. And she just lets her team take control. And she is just one of those people that is not scared to jump on the floor if we're shorthanded, is not scared to go into the kitchen if she needs to. And, she really taught me a lot in the 3 years that I got to work with her. And then also combining the LIT program and learning more about, trust and building relationships and being able to, work with different people and setting a standard. It just elevated everything that I was given, to work with. And I am blessed because now I get to work with Jim and Rachel and a few others that I am just learning from, and I am absorbing all the knowledge that, I get to see and hear, and doing everything that makes me happy and doing things that also make the guests happy is a blessing.
Doing things that make you happy and doing things that make the guest happy. What a statement.
And I'm pretty fortunate because none of this would have happened unless, my very good friend Claudia Mark didn't tell me three and a half years ago, stop what you're doing. Yes, you're making money, you're managing your own business, you're running, all these events and different things in Houston, but you're not happy. She's like, I have a job for you that I think is right in your wheelhouse. You'll love it. And the second I started, it wasn't work. It was a blessing.
Kim, let's start with you on this one. What's something you want your team or future leaders to take from your story of growth within the organization?
I want them to take the fact that you have to trust your gut. You have to lead with compassion, patience. Yes, there's going to be moments that you disagree with the way someone is doing something, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's completely wrong. Maybe they're showing you a new avenue, a new way. But at the same time, as long as it's not going outside the foundation and fundamentals of the Ignite way, then let's bring it together. Just like revamping the Ignite playbook, that was something that Jim took pride on. And I think that it was something that we really needed to help our future leaders kind of go in the right direction. And maybe they can also show us a few things as well.
Jacqueline, what are your thoughts? Something that you may want your team or our future leaders to take from your story?
Truly believe genuine care and hospitality can't be taught from a script. Like I said earlier, it's in our DNA. It must be lived, felt, and led by example. I think that true hospitality isn't just about, checking boxes. I think it's about showing up with your heart, being present, and treating every guest and their loved ones with the same respect and empathy that you would want for your own loved ones. I've built my career around the belief that, great service starts with how you make people feel. And I think that starts with leaders who live and breathe that same mindset. So I want my team to know that it's okay to, slow down and connect and to just lead with compassion and never lose sight of the human side of what we do.
Wow, never lose sight of the human side. Well said. Think about this, Ignite Nation. Would you welcome anyone in your home that you like and not be hospitable towards them? And
Exactly.
if you were hospitable, would you just be checking the box or would you be loving on and serving and making people feel welcome in the home that you love? Ignite Nation, we know what you stand for. We appreciate what you stand for. And let me tell you, you are changing lives. When I see the Facebook posts and the social media posts, this is next level. So let's give the audience something fun. Let's go a fun fact.
Fun fact about me is that I do love to cook, but I also like snacks. And sometimes if I'm a little tired and I don't want to cook, I'll just pull out a few snacks, but I don't like my fingers to get messy. So I eat my snacks with chopsticks.
Wow, that is a good fun fact.
That
I
is.
love it.
A fun fact about me, I have a 5-year-old Havanese poodle named Stella. She is my life. She's like a child to me, and I'm obsessed with her. And yeah, just a fun fact, I absolutely love dogs. If I wasn't working with people, I would probably be working with dogs. So yeah, all the
That-
dog lovers out there, if you see me, please talk to me about dogs. I could talk all day about it.
Well, as we get ready to round this out, do you all have any final comments that you would like to share with Ignite Nation before I give my departing words?
No, I think we kind of put everything out there, and both Jacqueline and I will be traveling to the buildings, and we'll get to meet and greet all the new hires and get to roll out Hospitality 2.0.
And Jacqueline?
I'm just really excited to be part of the Ignite team and the Ignite family, and look forward to working with you all and really getting Hospitality 2.0 off the ground.
And my final comments to you all are hospitality goes a long way when we implement it. It goes a long way when we implement it with love and we are intentional about it. And I tell you, one of the joys that I have is working with a group of hospitable people like all of you in Ignite Nation. And we encourage you to have a great day, a great week. We want you to know that you matter. What you do every day matters. We appreciate you. And let's keep serving our guests to the highest level. And I'll see you all on the next podcast or on next Flame Awards Day. Okay? Take care and have a good day. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Bye.